Hey guys, today I am cooking leftovers. And if you're on a diet and you're counting your calories and your nutrition, which I am with Carb Manager, then cooking leftovers, sorry, that's my golden retriever, Luca. Oh, I'll just show you Luca here. Here he is. Say hi, Luca. It's really easy to use Carb Manager and cook leftovers because you already entered everything the day before. So when you go to have some leftovers the next day, it's very easy to weigh those foods, and I have a scale right here, and then enter them the next day. So I highly recommend making a little bit extra and then keeping the food maybe for lunch or a snack or dinner the day after. So I'm just gonna wash my hands here. And what I'm going to do is start with the pork roast that we had yesterday. So I'm going to take the pork roast and I'm just going to cut a piece of the pork roast and then put it on the scale, because a good way to do it is actually put the cutting board right on the scale. So I'm going to move this over. So put the cutting board right on the scale, so you know, and zero it out so you know how much you're gonna be cutting, okay? And then just take a couple pieces off, off your roast. So I'm using a smaller knife here because I wanted to show you guys. So there's one piece basically, and here's a second piece right here of the pork roast, okay? So now I've cut that and I'm taking it off here, and it's going to show me in a negative amount on here how much I took. See that negative amount? So it was negative, let's just get the right amount here. Negative 78. So 78 grams came off that roast, and it's in this pan right here, and I'm gonna cook with this skillet, okay? Next, I have some leftover potatoes, and I'm going to put that hash brown on there. I could weigh it if I wanted to. It's not a bad idea. I'll weigh the hash brown, 43 grams. So that should be one serving in Carb Manager. Then I've got some broccoli here. So I'm going to take the broccoli that I have, one piece, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good snack. So there we go. I'm going to put the pork roast back in. Everything's going to go back in the fridge, except I want to keep this gravy out, because what I'm going to do with the gravy is I'm going to put it on top of the pork roast when I'm done. Here's what my skillet looks like. That's a nice balanced snack or lunch for a guy like me, about 200 pounds. Okay, and I'm gonna just heat this up a little bit. There. I'm gonna wash my hands again because Luca is getting pretty aggressive here. He wants anything that drops on the ground, basically. So Luca is there. I'm gonna take this wooden spoon and use it to mix things up and to scoop out the gravy, okay? So we're gonna get this heated up. I put some blue cheese dressing on the broccoli yesterday. I'm gonna grab that. So this is a PC from the Blue menu, and I like that because they're a little more health conscious with the Blue menu. And so I'm gonna put that on my broccoli. When we're done, I'm just gonna heat it up a little bit. I'm gonna get another plate. I don't want the broccoli to cook too long. So here we go, here's my plate. Broccoli will probably come off here first, and then we'll get the hash brown and then the meat off there last. Because I'm using cast iron, it takes a little longer to heat up, and I'm just gonna put the blower on because we're using natural gas just to be safe, okay? put this other stuff away. This can be for my family or another time. I love hot peppers, so I took 2 chili peppers out right here. I'm gonna wash those chili peppers because even though sometimes the food says it's washed, I like to make sure it's good. I'm gonna get a fork and a knife while we're waiting. And we're going to be pretty much ready to go here when the food is ready. Again, healthy eating, it doesn't take, it doesn't take that much, but it does sometimes take a shift. Like you have to shift from what you normally eat to eat something better. And it takes some time. Like it takes time to go grocery shopping. It takes time to, out of your day to prepare the meal rather than just grabbing some fast food like a slice of pizza or going for a burger. But this is what makes the difference if you want to get in better shape. A couple years ago I lost over 30 pounds in 100 days, and I wrote about it in my book called The 100-Day Diet on Amazon. Now I want to lose the last amount of weight, and my weight's fluctuated in this low level where I lost 30 pounds, and January 1st it was 210. I want to get down to 192. Right now, I'm at about 202, 203. It fluctuates a bit, but I want to get under 200 in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's my goal, is to get down to 192. And so that's what I'm working on. Just gonna flip this over, fork over, and the hash brown. I think the broccoli's ready, so I'm gonna take the broccoli out. Put that on a plate. There. Gonna take a little bit of blue cheese and put that on. Here's the blue cheese. Now, with dressing, it's a good idea to measure again because you want to know how much dressing is going on. So I'm gonna zero out the scale. Once you know how much you put on, you can pretty much run with it. You don't have to weigh the food all the time, but occasionally you want to check in and see how much you put in. I just spilled some right there. So 15 is what I'm putting on. 30 is a serving size. So I'm at the half of a serving size for that blue cheese dressing. And I'm just gonna wipe this up right here. Good. So I'm at half of the serving there of blue cheese. And when I enter this into the Carb Manager, tomorrow I'm gonna review that with you guys. So please subscribe to my channel or follow on social media. And then tomorrow I'm going to go over today's entries, which is day 12. So I'm going to enter what I've been eating and then kind of review the macronutrients to that. Now, if you don't want the whole hash brown because there's too many carbs, cut it in half, just have half a portion. It's okay to do that and leave the other half for someone else. So maybe I'll do that today just to see how that changes my macronutrition score. And you could add a little dollop of ketchup, maybe half a serving of ketchup would be good. I'm just gonna shut this off. And a normal serving of ketchup is 15 milliliters. I'm gonna go with 7 here. So I'm gonna keep it down to 7 or a half portion. Okay. So there's 7 milliliters of ketchup. Okay. Oh, and then I wanted to add some gravy. I'm just going to take a little bit of gravy and put it right onto the gravy with mushrooms. Put it right onto the fork. This is shut off, so it's still, the cast iron is still hot. And that's it, you guys. I'm going to plate this. I'm going to eat this now. I'll have the entries in for tomorrow. If you want to follow me for more recipes and ideas like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon.